Hello, once again. Thanks for tuning in. You listening to World Combat Sports. What's good? Yes, quick return. Had to get on here and talk to the WCS supporters. Salute to each and every one of you. Like, share, and subscribe. And you know what it is. Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford, ESPN PPV on June 5th in Abu Dhabi. Yeah, once again, Terence Crawford versus Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford. It's finally on deck. I for ESPN PPV on June 5th. I know a lot of people are happy to hear this news. I'm including myself. You know, it's a little bit bittersweet, to be honest with you. It's a tad bit bittersweet because now we get Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao, but I would rather it would have been for the title in the picture. You know what I'm saying? Something to bring Terence Crawford closer to, you know, the leverage, the money, the negotiation process, the leverage, the monetary leverage, and getting this fight closer and closer together. It would have been good if he'd been able to fight for the WBA world title. But it's indeed on deck, people. Let me read you a little bit. Manny Pacquiao, 62 victories, 7 defeats, 2 draws, 39 by way of KO. Is in negotiation to fight current WBO welterweight champion Terence Bud Crawford. 37 victories, 0 defeats, 28 by way of knockout on June 5th in Abu Dhabi. It's a big fight, y'all. This is going to be huge. Terence Crawford facing Manny Pacquiao. It's going to be huge. It's just what Terence Crawford needs. You know, I try not to put water on the fire. You know what I'm saying? I want to keep this information like a dry match. I want that motherfucker to spark up the right way, right? Manny Pacquiao, of course, is a Filipino legend, a boxing motherfucking 8th division champion. It's good for him and Terence Crawford to be able to come together because nobody else that we can speak of outside of Keith Thurman on the highest level, top ranked names have fought Manny Pacquiao. Spence haven't fought him. Sean Porter hasn't fought him. Danny Garcia hasn't fought him. Only Keith Thurman. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on for a second. I don't know what this is about. But when it comes down to the older Manny Pacquiao, I'm still happy for Terence Crawford in the best way. You know what I'm saying? It goes on to say, who also is a senator in his home country of the Philippines, has not been in the ring since an incredible split decision performance victory over now former Super WBA welterweight champion Keith one-time Thurman. Crawford is coming off a TKO victory over Kell Brook. 39 victories, 3 losses, 27 by way of knockout on November 14, 2020. He is a switch hit. Crawford is a switch hitter who can pick apart his opponents. It says for Crawford, it is a chance to fight a legend and get in there, the biggest name on his resume. For both men, it is a great welterweight matchup. At the end of the day, styles make fights. Overall, Pacquiao versus Crawford alludes to the notion a living legend versus an unblemished fighter. Will Pacquiao continue to defy Father Time, or can Crawford take a leap of faith? Only time will tell. Let me reread that. Overall, Pacquiao versus Crawford alludes to the notion a living legend versus an unblemished fighter. Will Pacquiao continue to defy Father Time, or can Crawford take the leap of faith? Only time will tell. This is on the eve of course, boxing is regenerating, its traction in 2021. This is a good look for Top Rank in the sense that a lot that was going on with Teofimo Lopez. Now you get some, some how you put it, some proper reflection on the undefeated fighter Terence Crawford, 3 division champion, formerly undisputed. We get that energy and that positive light we should have got after he fought Kell Brook. So Top Rank gets that bulb of interest from the fight fans because that's what Manny Pacquiao brings to the table. Manny Pacquiao's a motherfucking legend of the sport, man. And he's one of those names that, we're going to have the good with the bad. The good is going to be he is a legend. He's 8 division champion. He just defeated Keith Thurman a couple of years ago. He's been around the block and back. And it will be the best name on Terence Crawford resume, even at 42 years old. Seriously, it'll be the best name. Boo Robinson in the building. Salute to you. Mitch, what's good? Andrew Charles in the building. He said, LOL at Mikey Garcia. This is indeed true. It's, it's over. It's everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, kind of a greasy move, taking Pac's belt before he stepped back in the ring. I agree, man. Would have been good if this fight was actually for the belt. This is retroactive as the belt is not on the line, at least not the super. This will put Crawford in line for a shot at the WBA super title, though Spence will beat Ugas easy. Yeah. I mean, this entire fight is simply a filler, one of the top fillers in the division. And I really don't want to talk about Spence and Crawford just because this fight. Because look, Crawford can go in there and defeat Pacquiao via knockout, and still we're no closer to the Spence fight than we were after Spence goes up here and take that belt from Ugas. I think people are giving Ugas just as much chance they gave Carlos Ocampo. That's disrespectful too. But I'm just saying they're giving Ugas just a little bit more than that. They don't see him freaking beating Errol Spence. Boot Robinson say, salute World Combat Sports. Salute to you, my brother. Mitch, Pac would never fought Crawford if he still had the belt. He taking this fight to attempt to gain Crawford's title. WBA would have wanted part of this action. Talk your shit, Mitch. Talk this shit. That's why I say it's retroactive. That's what I'm saying. Talk your shit, man. They can attempt all they want. I see Crawford as being a better fighter. He's going to have to step up. There's no way in hell that I see Manny Pacquiao winning this fight with Crawford at all. I don't see it even being close. I don't see this fight being close at all. Off what you said, Mitch, that makes a lot of sense in the world. He wouldn't have fought Terence Crawford if he still had that WBA belt. But we got to move on. So if this fight is going to be locked in and all this shit, and they're going to fight on PPV Abu Dhabi, I'm saying to Crawford, go in there, do what you do, shine, make a motherfucking statement, and send Manny Pacquiao on his way. But what I don't want boxing to do is to set this up for a 2-for-1 special. You know what I'm saying? Like Crawford loses, and just because they want to make something going, I don't see that happening with Crawford, for real. I don't see him losing this motherfucker. I don't. Let's go Mikey Garcia versus Thurman. Yeah, man. Whoever's going to be watching that, I still think Thurman is a much better fighter than Mikey Garcia at this weight. But we never know with one time, sometime, no time. We never know with that shit, man. Thurman is up here on some shit. I don't know what he's up to, bro. I'm sending a motherfucking search party up there at the top of the mountain to see can they put eyes on him. He might be up there, playing a flute or a vuvuzela, a trumpet, something, beating some drums. I don't know what Keith Thurman up to, bro. But it's good to know this may potentially happen. It may go down, people. It's good news to me. It's good news. You know what I'm saying? It's good news to know that Terence Crawford will get a little bit of respect and going in here beating Pacquiao ass. You know what I'm saying? It's time to shut this shit down. No father time. It's time to shut this shit down right now and move on in life. Manny Pacquiao, I don't want to see this. I don't want to see no controversy. I don't want to see nothing. I want to see Terence Crawford go in there and do what Terence Crawford is capable of. And that is defeating Manny Pacquiao. And then, of course, with all the praise and glory comes the judgment. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, he's so old that they don't even put his age up on his box rec no more. They don't even want motherfuckers to know Manny Pacquiao's age anymore. Seriously. That's how much love they got for Manny Pacquiao. They're not even trying to, when you put him in box rec, they're not even trying to put his age up here no more. They just don't want motherfuckers to think of him as a fighter that's still lacing up and I don't know, competitive opposition for any other top names. So they want a motherfucker to search around. But Manny Pacquiao at the end of this year will be 43 years old. I think I talked about this last year. Manny Pacquiao turning 42 in December. Manny Pacquiao is 42. In boxing years, Manny Pacquiao is 52. I put a dime on that motherfucker. I put a dime on his age. In boxing years, Manny Pacquiao is 52 years old. Crawford, you have to go in here and shut this cat down. You have to shut down the Filipino legend. Even though they're gonna try to say that Manny was old, this and that, the other. I'm waiting on it. I really don't want to cloud, how happy I am this fight going down. I don't want to do that, but it's gonna happen. People are gonna say, "Oh man, Pacquiao, yeah, he's a legend." But when Crawford fought him, it's just like everybody else he fought in his life. They was past his prime. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else he fought in his resume, they was past his prime. It's no different with Manny Pacquiao. Listen, this is motherfucking a good fight. Let's think positive. We get to see Crawford in here with a bona fide, legitimate, official boxing legend. And I'm going to throw some shade. I'm going to throw some motherfucking shade right now. Miss a Pacman champion recess. A win has to place Bud at number 1 in the WBA. Yeah. Yep. Because he is a champion recess. So it does boost Bud up, to be able to get that shot. I don't know why, Bud just couldn't make the fight with Yordenis Ugas. I would have liked to see Yordenis Ugas face Bud Crawford rather than this Manny Pacquiao fight. But I like Bud facing someone who Errol Spence hasn't fought yet. Seriously, the reason why I say that is because Kell Brook, he watched Kell Brook so bad that people was like, "Oh, Kell Brook was over the hill," but yet he did in better fashion than Errol Spence. But then you turn back around, Errol Spence cannot be compared with Manny Pacquiao because when at the end of the day, Errol Spence has not fought a legend on his motherfucking resume yet. And the fact that he's about to step in there with Yordenis Ugas only further indicates he ain't fought a legend yet. So Terence Crawford stepping in here with a legend in boxing, that would further, that would enhance his Wall Street a little bit in the welterweight division. That enhance it a little bit, yes. Him facing Manny Pacquiao, absolutely. Errol Spence ain't fought no legends. All right, fuck it. What kind of numbers are y'all predicting for the Pac versus Bud? 500. Hey, minimal with the Filipino nation in there. Minimal with the Filipino nation. Minimal with the Filipino nation in there. And all of Omaha, Nebraska, and everybody coming in there. Minimal. I think this fight, PPV, I think is at the right time. I know minimal, it would do over 400,000. Minimal. It would do over 400. People always talk about Bud, he can't sell, Mir Khan numbers and all this other shit. This is Manny Pacquiao. This is a good time where Manny Pacquiao is coming off his win when he did against Keith Thurman. People have faith that Manny can potentially go in here and defeat Bud Crawford. People thinking that. People believe that Manny can go in here and defeat Bud Crawford. I know they are. They believe in that. Some weird, strange, tingling sensation in their body. They believe that Manny Pacquiao can go in here and defeat Bud Crawford. Aaron Jones, what's good? Yeah, this is a big fight for sure. I agree. But that's a good point, Mitch. Pat would have never fought Crawford if he still had the belt. He taking these fights to attempt to gain Crawford's title. Why not? I'm not blaming Manny Pacquiao for taking this fight to get Crawford's title. Real talk. It's all good. It's all good. I appreciate it. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do to keep it moving. At this stage in Crawford's career, he needs a Manny Pacquiao. Go get that motherfucker. Go out there and get Manny Pacquiao. Opening bail. Go get this motherfucker. Shut his ass down. Juan Manuel Marquez his ass right on the canvas. Stretch him. Send him out to retirement. Hey Pacquiao, it's been a great career. I must commend you. You are a boxing legend. We all salute you as boxing fans who have seen you grow in the sport. I just want to ask this question. After your performance tonight being stopped in the second round, do you believe that this was somehow a calling card for you? For a fighter who some has said have defied all the odds. You are 42 years old. You did everything in the sport that we've asked for. Do you believe getting stopped in the second round by Terence Crawford is pretty much, sealing the envelope for your retirement? I don't want to make haste decision. I feel okay. His punch, I didn't see punch. I just felt punch. I didn't see punch, but I felt the punch, and before I know it, the referee is counting. Is it retirement? I have to go home and talk to my family. I don't know. But the plan was to fight to 56 years old and, to continue to help my country. Well, to be honest with you, Manny Pacquiao, like I said before, we have absolutely enjoyed seeing you fight in the sport of boxing. And as an individual who have witnessed several of your fights, I just want to give you advice right now after being stopped in the second round there, Manny. And this is with all love. This is with absolute genuine concern. Get the fuck out of the sport now before you're not able to carry on the conversation. Stop it with this damn prolonged fighting till you 56 years old. This was the calling card. This was your dang send off. You know what I'm saying? This was the fight for you to say, hang them up. Okay. We are asking that you hang up the gloves and go on about your business and be a politician. Do not return to the sport. Okay. That's all we got. Hey, that's Manny Pacquiao, people. 8 division champion. Congratulations to a historic career. Mitch say somebody get Vada. Vada is on the phone, but it's not the conversation you want to have, Mitch. Vada's Vada, how you doing? You know that Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao fight coming up, right? Oh yeah, we know. So you think? Do you have a timeline on the schedule? Oh, it's gonna be no testing. They throwing this over in Abu Dhabi, just like they throw all the other fights, put on all the other fights outside the U.S. It's because so it won't be no testing. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's going down to Abu Dhabi for PPV. Even though you have several venues opening up already in the U.S., that's why we throwing the fight over in Abu Dhabi, so there'll be no testing. So Vada will have to basically spend a lot more money if they want to sit up here and catch Manny Pacquiao, doing what he do. Okay, cool. Bud being my favorite fighter, I pray he boxes and uses his ring IQ and his elusiveness. Robinson, bro, man, Bud is not going to have a difficult time with this fight. Now, of course, like I said before, the fight is going over in Abu Dhabi for a reason, because I truly believe it's not going to be any drug testing. That is the getaway spot. That is the getaway spot right there. Seriously. It's funny, Mitch even brought up Vada, especially with Manny Pacquiao. I think he didn't have testing against Brawner. I don't think he had testing against Keith Thurman. I don't know, man. Why Abu Dhabi? Somebody help me out. Why Abu Dhabi? They're going on to Abu Dhabi. Why not? We have venues opening up here in the States. We have PPV accessibility right here. We have the structure, the format, all this shit. Why are you going to Abu Dhabi? Is it the testing? It can't be the weather and the scenery. Even though it's beautiful, I ain't gonna lie, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. But when it comes down to this fight with Terence Crawford and Pacquiao, why can't you have it here, man? Why can't the fight be here so we can attend the motherfucking fight, man? I want to see the fight in person. Damn. Bud retires Manny. That's what we hoping. Great opportunity for Crawford to share the ring with the legend, especially after a win over Thurman. Damn shame if it's an 80-20 split in their fight for Crawford's belt. I get it, man. I know where you're reading that at too. It's going to be fucked up if it's an 80-20 split between Crawford and Pacquiao. It's absolutely disrespectful if it's a motherfucking 80-20 split. And then, look, and for Crawford, being that Errol Spencer's been talking that 80-20 twin bullshit, that's the first thing he's going to bring up. He's going to bring up, shit, you fought Manny Pacquiao 80-20, you had the belt. I hope it's more than 20. I hope it is. For Crawford's sake, when it comes down to if he ever fight across in PBC, fight Spence. Wada. Mauricio Suleiman, Wada, for real. Errol Spence fans mad as fuck. Abu Dhabi comes close for money. Pacquiao asking. Yeah, it comes for the money, but also, you look at them fighting outside the U.S. footprint. It has, you got to factor in the drug testing too. I'm not saying it's not going to go down. I'm not saying that. But you're talking about money for Pacquiao. Let's just say Pacquiao gets a minimal automatic 20 mil, okay? So you want to go to Abu Dhabi, like it's going to be on PPV anyway, and you're going to be dancing with Terence Crawford. This is a fight like this. I'm telling you, a fight like this is just depriving, because you can very well open up a venue over here and people will come out and see it. We'll come out and see a Crawford Pacquiao. Come on now, give me a break. Come on, give me a break. We'll definitely pull up to see a Crawford Pacquiao, y'all. Errol ain't Manny. Spence fans ain't tripping because Ugas has a WBA super title. I totally agree with that. You know, they ain't tripping because they want Spence to unify. All right, they want to continue for him to unify for undisputed. So fighting your Dinas Ugas, even though I consider him a soft touch, it's gonna be one more strap to Spence collection. Real talk. Spence fans ain't yeah, but Ugas ain't shit. That's an easy fight for Errol. I ain't saying the man ain't shit because Ugas is a cool dude, man. Like I respect Ugas. You know what I'm saying? I respect Ugas. But when it comes down to it, I do believe that he's gonna be I'm not saying Spence gonna knock him out like that, but I don't think he's gonna have a tough time getting that decision out of him either. I truly believe he's gonna get that decision out of him easy. They might fuck around and give Manny that belt back. I don't know, man. That'll be some good shit though, J8. Now you're talking. That's what I'm talking about, J8. That's what I'm talking about. That shit make motherfucking sense, I hope. Now, if you really want to make this shit right, outside of having this fight in Abu Dhabi, Manny Pacquiao is in recess. If you really want to tip that interest, put that belt back in that motherfucking equation. He is a champion in recess. Therefore, he can be reinstated. Just like J.A. said. They fuck around and bring that WBA belt back and make this shit a unification. Oh my goodness. The motherfucking shit has just changed levels. Michael Lewis in the building. What's good? Salute, man. Peace, Scott. Oh my OMG. I'm so fucking excited about the fight. Knock him the fuck out, boy. Let's go. Knock him out, man. Send Manny Pacquiao the fuck on, dog. Let's go. Get Manny Pacquiao into retirement as quick as possible. Get him out of here. Much respect that Manny, but I don't want to hear shit. I want to continue to see you with that smile on your face, like I am in drug testing. I don't know what everybody say. I know test. I test. I do. I test drugs. I do. I know you test drugs. No. I don't test drugs. I mean, I drug test. You know, my English not good, and I do. But Abu Dhabi, between me and you know, I feel good. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao is gonna be over there on some shit, boy. Bud better watch out. Bud better watch the fuck out. I like this fight though for Terence. I like it there, Terence. For real. I like this fight for you, bro. And just like Jay mentioned, put that motherfucking title back into the equation. Put that title back into the equation. Make this shit interesting. I'll laugh at motherfucking Errol Spence fans. I'll laugh. Put that title back into the equation. Reinstate Manny Pacquiao as the super champion. Goddamn it! Let's go. Let's get it. I want to see it. What's going on? TV. Crawford has improved to make the PPV money that Manny does. Manny greater than. What does that pertain to the topic though? It's not. It don't pertain to the topic. Doesn't pertain to the topic, but I do feel that you might be indeed a Manny Pacquiao fan. So if that's the case, I've said some good things about Manny, but there's always been continuing speculation that Manny Pacquiao bloodstream may be a bit contaminated with performance enhancing dilutants. Okay, for better word, performance enhancing dilutants. So if that irritates you, all you have to do is this: leave and cover your eyes. You don't have to be on here like that. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about it. Jacko Fitness AWD UGK in the building. What's good, Jack? What's good with you? Y'all be sure to check out the Jack sauce over there, man. Jacko Fitness approved. No matter how you slice it, Pacman can fuck with Floyd Mayweather. Oh shit. Hey man, they still mad. You know, Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao may have did those numbers of all time PPV buys, but one thing that's not on Floyd's record is a loss to Manny Pacquiao. Check out. This fight is a challenge to Crawford. Of course it is. Of course it's a challenge. Of course it is. Real talk. Florida American like a motherfucker. This motherfucker come over here with some shit. Manny a great than all American fighter ever. He great. He great. Manny. We didn't never say Manny wasn't great. I said he was great. But you know, also we need to go back in time somehow, some way for that time machine and pick up some blood tests back then. You know what I'm saying? We need the cup and urine. We need those syringes close by so we can withdraw blood. Oh, my fault. Manny say he's scared of needles, but he get a tattoo. I get it. I totally understand. You scared of needles, but you get tattooed. Cool. Got it. Okay, got it. Since Matt is a warrior, Bud should send him home into retirement on his shield and send a clear message to the sport of boxing. I agree. Send a clear and definitive message to knock Manny out. Somewhat similar fashion, if not the same way, either on his chest or his back, and close the show out and say, definitely, when they go there, Terence Crawford, we'd like to thank you for that dominating performance, man. You pretty much sent Manny Pacquiao on his way. It's been an incredible career, but we knew it would be a tough challenge for Manny Pacquiao to step in here with the likes of a Terence Bud Crawford. What's next for you, Crawford? It doesn't matter. I'll fight anybody. Well, you know the elephant. Oh, hold up. We're not talking about that. We're not doing that right now. What you mean, Crawford? We're not doing that. We're not bringing up his name on my time. Talk about the knockout. Talk about my fight. That's all I want to say. I don't want to talk about that nigga. Don't tell me shit. But the fan, did you hear me? Did I stutter? Don't ask me a stupid ass question that I don't know. I don't know what I'm fighting over there. I don't know. But you can hit me up when the official word come out. We signed the contract. Right now, I ain't talking about no fantasy fight. I'm not talking about what if this, that, and the other. Since you beat Manny Pacquiao, does this move you any closer to fighting Errol Spence? No, I don't want to hear that. Any other questions? Huh? You know what? Let somebody else interview me. You know what? You never give me a fair shake. Put somebody else. You don't know shit about boxing. You don't know shit about boxing. Goddamn, Terence Crawford might pull a Floyd Mayweather, Larry Merchant. You know what I'm saying? Damn. Michael Johnson boxing thought, what it do, bro? What's good? He said Manny was singing for air versus Floyd. Swinging for air versus Floyd. So much he hurt his arm. Yeah, man, you know, they want to say what they want to say. Manny, he want to sit up here and say, on my shoulder, you know, no, I went in bad shoulder. Of course, you was swinging the air. That was Floyd Mayweather. You was swinging the air, bro. Keith Thurman, after the knockdown, was giving Manny that work. Yeah, man, he was coming on. Look, Terence Crawford's going to win this fight. But I'm willing to accept all stimulus donations for a bet. I'm willing to. For those of you that believe that Manny Pacquiao is going to somehow pull off this fight with Terence Bud Crawford at 42 years old, a switch hitter, cool. We can make some shit pop. That's anybody. All Manny Pacquiao fans or whatever. Because now, look, it's going to switch up. The focus was so much on Canelo Alvarez. Now it's going to be off. It's going to be a whole nother area now. It's going to be the Filipino nation coming through, just like we already seen. You know, the Filipino fans haven't had a lot to talk about lately when it comes to boxing. It's been the black and Mexican boxing fans, right? Now the Filipino fans is coming back into the equation with their boxing messiah, Manny Pacquiao. Now you're gonna see a lot of Filipino fans coming out of the woodworks on YouTube, dog. They already been over here on live chat, man. Manny, he defeated All American. Come on, Manny has 7 defeats on his record, bro. At the end of the day, we already understand Manny's achievements, but also we understand that he has indeed lost in his career. Period. Keith Thurman must have retired. Pacman been active so long. He's a part of the next generation. Man, Manny Pacquiao has been part of 4 decades of boxing, right? That's unbelievable. You know, people don't talk about Manny being knocked out early in his career. That's a non-topic right there. So listen, I'm not being facetious, but what better way, you know? He had a knockout early in his career, but what better way to get a knockout at the end of his career? Send him by his way, period. He said, man, I heard Thurman trying to fight Berto. I hope not. I hope Keith Thurman isn't trying to fight Andre Berto, even though he looked pretty sharp against damn Devin Alexander. I'm not trying to watch no Berto motherfucking Thurman. Yeah, because Manny off that juice. I don't know, Jay. I don't know, bro. I cannot agree with you. I don't know if he's off, man. Abu Dhabi. You know what I'm saying? You think he's off? You think all of a sudden him going outside the US he's off? I don't know, man. Fucking YouTube flunk is about to say Crawford ducking Virgil Hill. Well, they can say what the fuck they want. And Virgil, just when I was giving you credit, Virgil, I was giving you credit for what you said to I don't care if I'm ready or not. You go up here and say the marks on your face is from your gloves. Okay. All right. So you was beating yourself up. So Virgil say the marks on his face was from his glove. All right, cool, Virgil. Cool. Then Virgil comes up here. This you know where I'm going with this. The excuses for a mediocre performance, right? Even though he got the stoppage. Virgil Hill says, well, I had COVID during my training camp. Okay. Now we have COVID. He was beating himself up with his own gloves. He had him so close to his face when he was shooting punches. You know, they were scratching up his face. He had COVID during camp, midway through camp. And then third of all, Virgil Ortiz said, Virgil Ortiz said that, you know, his shoulder wasn't, you know, the way it's supposed to be. You know, he just can't sit up here and say, hey, I got the knockout, this, that, and that. He got to give the breakdown. COVID, I had my gloves to my face, this, that, and the other. I don't really want to get into what Virgil Ortiz, he gave his input on how he would beat Crawford. Don't stay in one place. Don't allow him to get his shots off and be stationary. Yeah, it's that easy. That's that easy, Virgil. Keep moving. You know, as long as you stay mobile with Terence Crawford, it's going to give him trouble. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Good job. Hopefully, Bud tells him to take a drug test, but I won't be shocked if Bud waive it like Thurman. You know what I'm talking about? Because Bud wants this fight. I think it's something that's going on with these fighters at the end of Manny Pacquiao's career where they go in there and they tell Bud Crawford, hey, man, you're going to get Manny Pacquiao, but this is the deal, bro. Don't make him take a drug test, bro. I'm telling you, don't make him take a drug test, bro, because they're going to call off the fight. They ain't going to fight you. Don't do it. Let him do what he got to do, man. He's still old. You still can beat him. Don't talk about no drug test, bro. They might call the fight and go somewhere else. I'm serious. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seemed like. Al Heyman would try that Berto Thurman on PPV for $70. He better not. That shit better be $57. That shit better be $57.20. And you get a Groupon, you get a motherfucking 10% discount. Stop playing. They better put that motherfucking PPV on sale. You know what I'm saying? Early bird specials. Early bird specials, $15. They better give an early bird special on that PPV would not get money at J8, would not get my money. Mo was touching that eye. Virgil was emphasizing keeping his hands up. Yeah, Virgil Hill was basically saying that him putting his defense up like that was the reason why his face looked the way it did. It wasn't because of Mo Hooker was landing any shots. It was because of him having his gloves up, so his gloves were scratching up his face. Perfect. Good job. Good job, Virgil Hill. But long as you don't take that fight with Terence Crawford, you good, because Terence will beat your ass. LT in the building. What's good? Salute to you, man. Maybe $49.99 like Ruiz versus Areola. I said Areola. Yeah, they had their press conference today. You know what I'm saying? Ruiz and Areola had their press conference today. You know, you have Eddie Reynoso as a trainer for Ruiz, and on the side of Areola, you had Joe Goosen. I don't see Areola defeating Ruiz at all, but I'm curious to see how Ruiz looks right now. He's putting out all these pictures where he has these unbelievably bulked up quads. He looks in good shape. I would say Ruiz looks in good shape. Pretty much like he did the first fight of Anthony Joshua, but a bit better when it comes to muscle definition or whatever. But besides that, he still had the same brain. That same brain was the one who felt that he was a little bit goo gaga over making a paycheck, and he went out here and just spent crazy amount of money, whatever. But I do look for Ruiz to go in there and defeat Areola. I'm not sure he's going to get the knockout or not, but I don't see him having an issue with earning a decision or potentially getting a stoppage with Chris Areola. I don't see it. They got some new shit for Pacman. You rub it on your skin and sweat it out within an hour. Man, they probably got that shit, boy. Real talk. They probably got that good shit from the Philippines over this motherfucker. For real, people act like it's a motherfucking a verbal sin to speak pads in the same sentence as Manny Pacquiao. They really in their feelings. I remember motherfucker. I was talking to a motherfucking American citizen, I thought, and I was speaking about Manny Pacquiao, Lucas Matisse, and the fact that Adrian Broner said, "Hey man, I ain't got tested yet. What the fuck going on? You know, I ain't got tested yet." And then the shit going around, Keith Thurman fight, him not being tested, and Keith Thurman signing off on it. People act like that shit is impossible for Manny Pacquiao to be a part of, fighting 4 decades and potentially being dirty here and there. It's possible. Who is able to do what Manny Pacquiao has done? Not many. I know Amanda Serrano is a 7 division champion, but don't get me out there, man. I think Pac can win every single round unless Crawford. I think Pac can win every single round unless Crawford KO him in order to save himself. That don't make any sense at all. You sound dumb as shit. You know what I'm saying? You sound absolutely stupid. And you probably a American out here trying to act like you're speaking like you from the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? People who pretend to act like they from a different country, they always act like they can't write a complete sentence in English, even though they have transcriptions. You know, they have something to basically, you can put Tagalog up there and they'll transfer it over to English, but they get on here acting like they don't know how to speak English. Pacman could win every round versus Thurman after putting him down in the first round. Fuck out here. You know what I'm saying? Scarlett Johansson, wild. For real. God damn. These motherfuckers out here being stupid as fuck. I'm telling you. Hey, the tide is gonna change, y'all. These look, you're gonna get the real Filipinos and the fake Filipinos. The fake Filipinos is gonna be the Americans that love them supporting neighboring fighters. You know, like you've been having the fake Americans go over here and support the UK fighters a lot, and then now you're gonna have them turn over and create accounts for Manny Pacquiao. So all the thumbnails with Manny Pacquiao, they're gonna start coming in here trolling the motherfucking lives, talking about Manny Pacquiao is gonna win every round against Crawford unless he KOs. You sound dumb as fuck. Manny Pacquiao winning every round against Crawford. Man, so it's a lot of situations that have to happen in order for that to go down the way you think. A lot of things. Like we have to replay or reenact the Nancy Kerrigan and Tanya Harding situation. Bud Crawford walking to the ring. Some unknown assailant comes through, smack Terence Crawford on the kneecap. Terence Crawford goes down in pain. It delays the fight for a little bit. And they have to ask, is Terence Crawford still going to fight? How bad the damage is his knee? You get the picture. They're going to have to reenact the entire scene of Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding. Seriously. In order for Manny Pacquiao to have success the way you're talking. They're going to have to do that. It's going to have to be a reenactment of that entire situation right there. But see, the only thing about that is whoever was to do that to Terence Crawford, they won't make it out of the motherfucking arena. Not as many family members as Crawford have around him. They ain't making it out that arena. I can tell you that right there. Motherfucker gonna get his ass stumped the fuck out. Shit, don't let the assailant be Filipino now. And take that motherfucker to the station. All right, I'll tell you everything. Manny Pacquiao put me up to it. He said he's gonna give me a good, cool $1 million if I go out there and smack the shit out of Bud Crawford's knee. He did it. Manny did it. I did it for Manny. For real, man. That shit will play out like that, man. They'll stump the fuck out that guy. They'd be like, we want to question the guy, but he's pretty much unrecognizable right now. We have to wait till the swelling goes down. We have to give him a couple of days, man, to come out this coma. Until then, we just wait. Somebody come get Black Widow. She done gone crazy, man. For real. You know what I'm saying? Talking about somebody couldn't win. I mean, he ain't gonna win no rounds. They thought the real uncle was bugging. Someone fuck with Bud. For real. And listen, Mitch. But look, the rail's uncle, he let you know straight up in front of the cameras and everything. He let you know he had bad intentions. Uzkataki knew he had bad intentions. He's sitting up there. Why he already? He turned his coach. What he coming over here for? This motherfucker came, walked over there, and he had that look on his face like, nigga, I'm about to try to knock you the fuck out. I don't care if you're boxing that. He punched that motherfucker with no hand wraps on. Slick out. He punched the shit out of it. And I'm not saying the real uncle don't have no power. I'm not saying that. But he didn't knock him out, though. I ain't gonna lie. I have to throw that little piece in there. He punched the shit out of Jose. And he didn't go down. Jesus Christ. You ain't never lied, Mitch. That shit right there, they weren't motherfucking playing around. I've seen Crawford in person on fight week. He's sitting at about 25, 30. Crawford rolls in that motherfucker with family deep. There's no way that motherfucker making out of Abu Dhabi in that arena. There's no way, dog. You can cancel it. Them Filipinos coming out the woodwork now. Absolutely, they happy to be talking. Manny, Manny fighting Crawford? Manny? For real, Manny? Manny. You can smell the rice from a mile away. Man, see that Jay, I gotta chill. I ain't gonna fuck with them like that because goddamn it, they come over here, this shit gonna turn racist real quick. For real. I ain't fucking with that because I'm gonna tell you one thing about Filipinos. I got mad love for them because they can cook their ass off. They support their fighters. I ain't talking about their food. That shit is good as shit. I ain't gonna lie. That food good as a motherfucker. I'm not all of them, not them whole fish with the eyeballs still in and all that. I'm talking about the lumpia, the adobe. I'm talking about all that, man. When they throw a fight party, they throw a motherfucking fight party. I ain't talking about that because they be coming over here, getting on what blacks eat and shit right there. You know what that's leading to. So I'm trying to start a goddamn Filipino race war up in this bitch, Jade. What you doing, man? SB90 in the building. Salute WCS. Can't wait to see Bud in the ring again. I feel you, bro. I feel you. Goddamn Jade. For real. He trying to start a motherfucking Filipino version. I ain't trying to deal with them, bro. You trying to damn start some shit, man. Oh, I know they did. Jay said they making rice. God damn. Now they look, they entrees go way deeper than that now. They lumpia is what they known for. The lumpia, oh my God. The lumpia, you don't need, look, this is the fucked up thing I'm gonna say about when you have a fight party over here. Like a lot of people get chicken wings, right? But I'm gonna tell you, if I had the choice to get chicken wings or lumpia, and just say some beer or drink or whatever, and you're just eating one or the other, I would say lumpia, period. I would take lumpia with the dipping duck sauce rather than I would chicken wings any day of the motherfucking week. That shit is delicious. And a lot of you that may not know about it, go get you some lumpia, man. You'll find yourself eating about 20, 25 lumpia already, man. Dipping that shit in that duck sauce, washing it down with a nice cold Corona. You know what I'm saying? I mean, premium, whatever you drink. I got to give them their love. I got to show them their love on that, shawty. Hold up for a second. Okay. Okay, great. Just got to prove media credentials. Okay, cool. Yes, sir. I'll be busy this week. Just got to prove for some media credentials. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Can't wait for that. Manny Pack, Mini Pack. Yo, they went hard at Floyd. I remember Jay, they did go hard at my man Floyd. You're right. We'll never forget that shit. When they go high, we go low. Ain't nobody, hey, bitch, we ain't trying to hear that shit. When they go high, we go low. We maintain a sense of decency, okay? We go low. No, we ain't going low. We ain't bending down. We ain't squatting. We ain't doing that. That shit sound good for TV, but fuck that. Nope. We ain't going low. Yeah, oxtails. But I'm telling you, if you're talking about just finger food, man, the motherfucking lumpia, finger food, just dipping in the sauce, that shit is good. It'll fill you up too. Like chicken wings, you have to just goddamn get all greasy and shit with all that. I'm not saying I ain't tearing them up, but with that lumpia, you eat the whole thing. Like you dip it, you eat the whole thing. That shit is delicious. It's gonna be wild on YouTube streets when the pack heads really start coming out in force. Yes, it is. That's why I'm kickstarting the parade. You know, like J8, goddamn it, J8 trying to start a motherfucking race war up in this bitch talking about food already. Talking about they getting the rice ready. You don't say that about them far. And they're gonna be coming over here, goddamn putting up watermelon damn emojis, chicken emojis, motherfucking rooster, chicken, motherfucking goddamn chitlins. They're gonna have pigs running across this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Bowls of grits sitting in this bitch. Goddamn pans of collard greens. They're gonna be doing all that shit, man. They're gonna say, oh, WCS, you want to make it racial, huh? You want to talk? And look, and then, hey, let's not forget this. You're gonna have maybe Latinos who find themselves closer to Filipinos, because when Floyd shit was going on, they was also on that bandwagon and goddamn supporting the Filipino nation. I'm telling you, I don't forget shit like that. I'm just saying in general. I'm telling you, I remember that time. I remember who was down supporting who was coming out with that shit. I'm like, you're not even Filipino though. Why are you doing that? You're not even Filipino. Why you coming at Floyd like that? Why are you jumping on the damn unity train with the Filipino nation? I said for a while, whoever gets to Pacman first out of Spence and Crawford will beat him convincingly. Yeah, man. I agree. Terence Crawford's gonna get this work out, put this legend on the motherfucking roster. Sign him up, get him up out of there, and move the fuck on. I don't want to see none of that bullshit, controversy, and this what happened and that. And Crawford come up here talking about, oh, I had COVID during fight camp. I was just recovering and all that damn Virgil Ortiz talk. Nope. We want you to go in there and get this job done and get ready to move on to bigger and better things. You know what I'm saying? Period. Go up there and send Pacquiao on about his business so he can go back and be a full-time politician. Stop playing. Terence Crawford, Manny Pacquiao is set to go down, y'all. June 5th, ESPN PPV. And we don't know the price point of the motherfucking PPV, but we done ran some numbers over here in WCS. You know what I'm saying? I kind of gave the number. Somebody came out with 70. I said, no, probably $57.20. And then somebody else said $49.99. And then I said, well, early bird special with a Groupon, you can get it for $15.25. You know what I'm saying? Then it can gradually increases as it get closer to the fight. $15.75, $16.30. You know what I'm saying? $18.99. Shit like that. That's how that shit should start gradually picking up. And if you was listening, that was for another one. That was for the Berto Alexander, just for y'all who didn't pay attention. But I think they should charge $89.99 for this motherfucker, dog. Fuck it. Charge like $85 for this bitch. I think they should make the most in Abu Dhabi. You know what I'm saying? Why not? This is big. The Filipinos, and they'll pay for it first and foremost. And then American fans, wherever they fall into place, they'll pay for it. Seriously, they'll pay for it. But please, don't nobody else bring up that Devin Alexander, Andre Berto shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I don't want to hear about that shit. If that is indeed true, I don't want to hear about Devin Alexander, Andre Berto. I don't want to hear about Mikey Garcia, potential Keith Thurman. Even though I will check out the fight, but I really don't want to, talk about it right now. I think this fight right here is damn good news. I think really it's bigger news than Teofimo Lopez and George Kambosos. It is. It's bigger news. It is. It's bigger news because you have two premier boxers in the sport. Virgil Ortiz was holding on to that COVID news like it was a secret weapon. Shouldn't have said anything. You got to stop it. So what? Mo broke his hand. Yeah, man. People was up here saying that Virgil Ortiz was dropping his head down and shit, man. Like he was trying to get, just like I mentioned before, when it comes to the bare knuckle fighting technique that you have to use so you can be durable. You can remain durable in the fight. It's certain self-defense street techniques that you can use. And they was trying to say Virgil Ortiz kept ducking his head when Maurice Hooker was throwing throwing his punches so he can hit the top of his head. And yeah, Maurice fucked up his hand, but I can't sit up here and co-sign on that. I can't say, well, yeah, Virgil Ortiz was ducking his head to take punches from Maurice Hooker. I just happen to say that, yeah, Maurice Hooker lost. I mean, I like the energy he was trying to put out, but like Mitch said, don't wait till the end to say, well, it was my gloves that was fucking me up. And then I had COVID throughout, in the middle part of the training camp and all this other shit. So basically what you trying to say is you was only motherfucking 45%. You was 45%. You still had 55% in the tank. You know what I'm saying? You had 55% in the tank, so it was good. $74.99 ESPN PPV. Good shit. Good shit. It's official via Manny. Of course, it's bigger news than Kambosos versus Teofimo Lopez because of Kambosos. Absolutely. But you know how some people are doing. Some people believe that one name can make a fight, which that is the case. That's the case. But we're proving, like with Canelo Alvarez, that it takes more than one name in a lot of cases. Like Canelo Alvarez just can go in there with Abner Yildirim and do these numbers. You know what I'm saying? You can't do it. People just not going to put themselves in that position with a fighter like Abner Yildirim. But in this fight, Terence Bud Crawford really hasn't been solid with his PPV numbers like that. But this is gonna blend everything together because of Manny Pacquiao, man. Manny Pacquiao is a lucky guy. Because in his 40s, Manny Pacquiao is about to have a second title shot, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, Manny Pacquiao is about to fight a totally different champion. Like, Manny Pacquiao, check this out, J8, Mitch, everybody else in the chat. Manny Pacquiao never defended his WBA title, right? Now he's about to step in there for a title shot against Crawford. How lucky can you be? How lucky can you fucking be, dog? This dude never defended his title, and he's getting another title shot. He never defended his fucking title at welterweight from the WBA, and he's about to get another title shot. Amazing. Mo was coming up and not known for crazy power. Virgil not ready for Bud yet. I agree. That shit old boy did in that boxing movie with Cuba Gooding Jr. Forgot the name of it. It's bigger news than Haney Linares. Don't get me started on that, Alex. Alex always bringing up Haney on the sneak. It make me believe that you might be somebody else, man. Like, you always bringing Haney name up. I swear. I mean, not every time. Not every time. He bring Haney up, boy. I swear. He be bringing. That must be one of them. You must be a part of one of them other channels, man. What's a good number? 500,000 PPV buys. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. Real talk. I don't know. I think it might do 400. I'm guessing. I'm not sure, man. You know, yeah. Alex always bringing up Haney, and no one's really even thinking about Haney Linares, even though it's a fight. You know, nothing against Haney, but ain't nobody trying to see that shit. What you go over here? What Haney goes over here and knock out Linares like it's something big? Like we ain't never seen that. Hell yeah, we seen that shit before, bro. Moving on. Moving on. What y'all think, man? Real talk. What y'all think about this fight? I don't like to prognosticate and look over. I don't like to look over the fact that he's facing Manny Pacquiao, but I am assured within myself that he defeats Manny Pacquiao. So he defeats Manny Pacquiao. What's next? Y'all tell me what's next. What's next for Terence Crawford? Who y'all want to see Terence Crawford fight next? Other than Errol Spence. I don't want to hear no motherfucking Errol Spence, man. That fight is so far over the ridge line on the backside of the mountains. I don't want to hear shit about that fight. Who else? Who else can he fight after he defeat Manny Pacquiao? Because all Filipino fans, he is defeating Manny Pacquiao. You can best believe that. He defeated Manny Pacquiao. It ain't no question. Manny's about to take his 8th loss. For real. He's about to take his 8th loss. He's going to be 62-8. Okay, 62-8. I'm about to call up BoxRec right now and submit that motherfucking information. I say change Manny record to 62-8. It doesn't matter if he fall off. He hasn't scheduled a fight just yet. He hasn't had his fight, but go ahead and put that damn 8 loss on there. Period. Because that's what he's about to experience. His 8th defeat. Alex talking about he loved the fight. Man, you don't love that motherfucking fight. Stop playing. You don't love Linares. Man, come on, bro. Stop. Stop, man. You don't love that fight. Stop using that L word, abusing that L word like that. Him and Errol on the same timeline now. Errol will be in July. They got to fight. Well, if they fight, it's going to be at the end of the year, obviously. So Alex thinks Spence is next for Bud. I mean, can it happen this year? Who knows? I don't know. Josh Taylor. Okay. So granted, Josh Taylor beats Jose Ramirez at the Bud Crawford. He moves up and face Bud Crawford. Okay, I see where you're going. Okay. All right. I got you. It's not too far off the scales of reality. You know what I'm saying? I think it's Josh Taylor plan on moving up if indeed he moves up right away or gives Teofimo Lopez that shot. You know what I'm saying? If that, however that plays out. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Cool there, Alex. I got you. Fuck it. Go ahead and whoop Ortiz after Pacman. That's a good fight too. But Crawford has already made it perfectly clear, and we all know he's standing on this motherfucking square. Crawford said Virgil Ortiz needs to get a couple of more fights before he even grant him the opportunity. Like, he's not allowing the hoopla from outside of the ring and just people who want to see him fail and come off that WBO title. He don't care shit about that. He's basically saying, Ortiz, you need to do more in the sport before you step in there with me. I like that. I like that about Crawford. Let these niggas know for real. I believe Taylor beat Ramirez. Yeah, I got Taylor coming out of that for real. I got Taylor coming out. Promo Spence versus Crawford doing Super Bowl. Make it early 2022. Good shit. Why not? Make it early 2022. Yes, for sure. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Absolutely, I agree. Real talk. I agree with that. Hold on for a minute. Let me see. Okay. Now, speaking of Errol Spence Ugas, I'm glad these fights are close together because it may potentially be near the end of the year in early 22 or early 22. You know what I'm saying? That'd be great. They're close together. Get out of fight camp. You know what I'm saying? Um, Fight, have enough recovery time, and let's go to the drawing board and get the table talks underway and see can we come up with a motherfucking fight. But you know what would be really nice though, what was mentioned early on in this broadcast is the fact that it would be great if they just shocked us a little bit and reinstated Manny Pacquiao back to the motherfucking WBA super champion. That should be nice, man. Come on, man. Why can't you give us that? Seriously, why can't you give us that right there? Give us that shock value that we call in the Marine Corps shock and awe. Give us that shock and awe, God damn it. That should be nice. AKA be the real welterweight fool, not Mighty Mo. Man, hey, you ain't never lied with that motherfucker. Be the real welterweight, Virgil Ortiz. There's a lot of people hopping on the bandwagon. You know, they want Virgil Ortiz once again to go up here and think he can derail Crawford. And it's gonna be a Samuel Vargas outing. Come on, man. Terence Crawford ain't Samuel Vargas, so stop the shit. You can cheer for who you want to cheer for, but goddamn it, stop playing around comparing Samuel Vargas' performance to what will happen and play out, you know, with Terence Crawford and Virgil Ortiz. I don't think Virgil Ortiz ready. A lot of people know that, and so stop playing around with that. No. I mean, I remember who was that? Who was that was arguing me up and down that Ugas he put himself in the position to be the WBA super. I was like, what? I said, no, he didn't. Just because he was in the position, the same position Devin Haney was in. You know, I'm saying same position Charlo was in. You know, you're not gonna get respect or credit for being in a position to receive. You're in a boxing, you're in a position to challenge, but being in a position to receive is different because when it comes to getting titles, people want to see you go in there and either fight for the vacant, you know what I'm saying? Fight for the vacant or contend for a championship. They don't want the motherfucker to be elevated just because Manny Pacquiao didn't fight anybody. They don't want that shit. They don't respect it as much. I believe Manny will give Bud some work in the early rounds. But Bud will get it done in the later rounds, maybe by stoppage. No doubt about Manny Pacquiao giving Bud some work early. No doubt about it. I mean, he's his strongest in the early round. He's his strongest, real talk. Manny Pacquiao is his strongest in the early rounds. But if I know Bud enough off the perception, I don't think he's going to allow Manny Pacquiao to put away some early rounds like motherfucking Vasil Lomachenko. I can't see Terence Crawford taking that placement, given that lack of energy early on and letting Manny Pacquiao get tired and then basically take that risk in the mid to later rounds to try to put away the fight. That's not smart. That wouldn't be smart for a fighter like Manny Pacquiao. He's so experienced. Terence Crawford need to come out the gate and box this man. Box the fuck out of him. You know what I'm saying? Tire him out early, break him down, fatigue him, make him work. You know, punish him, Punish him, punish him, punish him. Keep on punish him. You know what I'm saying? Punish him. Don't sit up here and give us that Vasil Lomachenko shit. Don't do that. You set yourself up for desperation. Now start out the motherfucking gate and drag him. Danny trying to ignore his gatekeeping status. He should be the test for Virgil Ortiz. Yes, sir. That's a good point, Mitch. Why not? That's the gatekeeper. Philly, right? That is the Philly gatekeeper right there. DSG. That is the gatekeeper. You're right about that. DSG is the Philly gatekeeper, dog. Absolutely. Put him in there. Absolutely. Let him go up there and fight Virgil Ortiz. He's still a name. Fuck him moving up to 154. No, we don't want to see you go in there and get your ass beat. No, stay right down here and goddamn be that filler with Virgil Ortiz. Do that shit. Do that shit right there, Danny Garcia. That was you and Martin Nash talking about last night on Breaking. Okay, cool. Yeah, that was. Yeah, you're right. Alex say facts WCS. Mitch say Thurman landed good shots on Pacquiao, but he saw them all coming. Thurman punches are wide with white gloves. Crawford punches are more quick and precise with power too. Yeah, Crawford is a more effective boxer, man. You know what I'm saying? He is absolutely the more effective boxer when it comes down to this matchup. You know, Manny Pacquiao can box, of course, but you know, put the youth, so to speak, on side of Crawford. Put the athleticism, put the agility, just put the overall versatility on Crawford, being able to switch hit from orthodox to unorthodox. I just give that whole entire matchup to Terence Crawford. But like we said, early rounds, Manny Pacquiao is going to come out strong, and he's going to try what he tries, you know. But I still believe Crawford's smart enough, ring IQ, to get it done. Virgil Ortiz needs to fight someone who won't get stopped. Not Porter, because he's number one in every sanctioning body. He looks for a champ. I think what you said with Danny Garcia is good. Like, I would like to see Danny Garcia in there with Virgil Ortiz. Depending on how Jerome Ennis do with Sergey Lipinets, I seriously doubt they will fight. But yeah, Jerome Ennis in that motherfucker, you know. Even though I think that's a bad matchup for Virgil Ortiz, though. But that'd be a good fight on paper. That'd be a real good fight. Vargas been a gatekeeper for a decade. Hey, man. They love gatekeepers. Look at Linares. Linares is back in the cut again. Not happening. I'm not reading that off. Michael Williams Jr., the fighter everyone is talking about. We're all excited when he steps into the ring. That's Michael Williams Jr., 150. Yes, sir. Boy wonder. Team Williams Jr. out of Fayetteville. You know what it is. Check him out. Follow him on IG. You know what it is. Yes, it is, Norberto. Yes, Terence Crawford fighting Manny Pacquiao. I mean, look, the news is out already. They're Lopez, but we already know the winner. But we're just talking about the fight in general, out of respect to, you know, media type shit. You know, the winner, Bud Crawford's gonna go in there and beat that ass. We already understand that's imminent. You know what I'm saying? That's imminent. It's gonna happen. We just have to wait to July. I mean, not July. When the fight? June 5th, rather. We have to wait to June 5th for that shit to happen. We already know the outcome. I'm not trying to prognosticate violence, but yes, indeed, Terence Crawford gonna go in there and give Manny Pacquiao that business. Straight up. Errol stopped him in like 4 rounds. This some real fight. Yo, boo, get your behalf of looking ass on with that Haney shit. I fuck with Haney, but come on, bro. Yeah, Boo Robinson, man. I think you actually a part of that team. Real talk. You just don't want to come in, or you're part of that dumbass. There's this mouthpiece for them. You know what I'm saying? But either way it goes, thank you for mentioning Michael Williams Jr. there, Robinson. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Go check him out on IG. Support him. But yeah, that's what it is, man. Shout out to Tay Jones, man. Tay Jones back in the building. He's gonna be back in the building real soon. You know what I'm saying? Next month. And April 10th, matter of fact, Tay Jones is gonna be back in the building April 10th, y'all. April 10th. JA say, on behalf of Team Haney Linares, a former champ, dropped Loma and is looking to give Devin a good fight. Yeah, but let's not just start floating around talking about a fight that's really not important to me. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody else on here to talk about it, but that fight is nowhere close to this Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford on June 5th, man, in Abu Dhabi. The relevance of this fight far exceeds that. Real talk. It far exceeds that. I'm just being honest. But yeah, I gotta jump off people and call up these promoters about these credentials I just got approved for. And I salute everyone who pulled up, man, show support. Once again, I appreciate everyone who pulled up and showed support. Thank you. Continue to support the channel. If you choose to donate, do so. Everything counts. Boxing is, spinning back up. And you're about to see more fights on TV and at these venues. But I wanted to get on here and break this news, of course. Manny Pacquiao versus Terence Crawford is going down June 5th, Abu Dhabi, ESPN PPV. I mean, you can, the next time the topic come up, if you have some questions about something. But I think one important nugget to say is it'll be great. I think JA mentioned it. It'll be good if they did attempt to reinstate Manny Pacquiao as the WBA super. It'll be great for boxing. Like, check this out. This is why it'd be great because, Mauricio Suleiman is always doing this secretive surprise type shit because he can. It'd be good if the WBA did some shit like that. Like they just, Mauricio Suleiman just threw up that franchise belt, to Estrada and Gonzalez when knowing that wrongful size was waiting in line, right? So why not the WBA come up here and reinstate Manny Pacquiao for the unification fight, him and Terence Crawford? I mean, you're talking about PPVs. You want to talk about that 500,000 people? Then say, okay, cool. I wasn't going to buy this shit at first. Now I'm really going to buy it. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's what they're going to say. Miss say, what's my prediction for Bud Pacquiao? Knockout. I think Bud can stop him in 7 to 8 rounds. He was getting tired against Keith Thurman around the 5th to 6th. What's going on, Illmatic? Yeah, man, it's going down. Salute, bro. So this Bud versus Pac is official. Pac could pull it. Can Bud? No, Pac could pull it off. He's not though. He can't, man. He can't pull it off, dog. Can Bud stop a KO Pac? Is a true question. That is a big question. That is. Can he pull it off? I don't think Pac can. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Pac can pull it off. I don't think so. I'm gonna stand my ground on that. I don't think he can pull it off, bro. I think all this damn father time shit that they putting on him, Pacquiao pull this shit off. If Pacquiao drop Crawford or put him in any type of trouble, I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Real talk. I'm gonna run up there with a car wash bucket right through the barrier. I'm gonna say I'm gonna demand Manny Pacquiao to take a piss in that bucket right now, and I'm gonna test that shit. Because the reason why I said a car wash bucket, because they pretty durable. And if he piss in a bucket, that shit gonna be so hot, it's not gonna burn through the damn bottom of that bucket. You know what I'm saying? The car wash buckets are pretty damn durable. So when he piss in that motherfucker and it's hot, it ain't gonna burn through the bottom of that bitch. I'm serious, man, but I'm out, man. Salute. Turn up into the World Combat Sports, man.